Okay, so, oops. Thanks a lot, Joseph, for this opportunity. I deeply acknowledge that you have given me this slot time for making a presentation about the chain race perspective, about data access and metadata management. I will be short because I know that it is a time slot that it has not been previously proposed. This is a work that we have presented on behalf of the Chain Rates project, so you can find here the whole list of contributors to this work. I will just skip this animation. This is a work of a Chain Rates project which is devoted to harmonize and coordinate the different efforts that are being carried out in the different regions of interest to Europe. And it's structured in several working packets. One of them is data infrastructures, which covers the different partners that are collaborating with the project, which are just allocated and settled in different regions. So we have already got a worldwide presence. Of course, we count on ASREN in the Middle East, and we have a presence worldwide. So we have been working mainly on a study about the transcontinental data infrastructure and data repositories, and after that, an analysis of the repositories that are being settled worldwide. You can find those information in the deliverables that have been published by the project. And we have selected some initiatives and areas that are of interest to us because we think that they have a presence in the different regions that I have presented. So then we are officially collaborating with AG Infra in the domain of agriculture, with DCHRP in the domain of data cultural heritage, with Engage and EIFL in the government area, and also with EdServer in the earth science domain. But we are not limited to that, and we are collaborating with, for example, these three initiatives, UDAT, A3 for Africa and Inventos, which are mainly related to data curation, and with the four which are in the bottom part of the slide, which are devoted to astrophysics. We plan to start working with them because there is also a wide presence of astrophysics in these regions. In the Chain project, we already count on the knowledge base, which was a tool that was able to provide information about the different sites, grid sites that were already settled in the world. So just clicking on the map, you were able to see information about the NREG that it belonged to, the National Grid Initiative of that country, the certification authority, and so on. And one of the main issues in the Chain Race project is to enlarge these capabilities, adding data characteristics. So we started making a survey about data repositories in the different regions of interest to Chain Rates. We incorporated them to the knowledge base. I will tell you in a minute how it has been made. And these new repositories, it's important to mention that they belong to big infrastructures, big collaboration, or just to small groups. They are all of interest to us. So you can see an snapshot of the Chain Race knowledge base. You are able to see in this geographical view, you can select either open access document repositories or data repositories. And we already count with more than 3,000 repositories and more than 33 million of documents. So you can also access this information by clicking on one of these icons, for example, this one in Tunisia, and you are able to find the information about the country where this repository is located, the URL that you can access to, and the scientific domain that the raw data that are stored are referred. This is a zoom about this region. As you can see, there are, let's say, an empty space for new repositories to be added from your region. So we are very interested in collaborating with you all and increase the density of icons that appear in your region. Well, these repositories have been incorporated in our knowledge base by using the standards that we are deeply promoted. They are the ones that are listed here. They are related to metadata, mainly. And we have also made some developments on semantic web enrichment and semantic search engine in order to add new capabilities to this information of the repositories. So the first of them was a semantic enrichment that you can see over there. So you can see how there is now linked information about repositories, resources, data sets, authors, and so on. And after that, just the project implementing a semantic search engine, the architecture of which is just depicted in the slide. You can see in the bottom part the different data repositories on the left, of the open access document repositories on the, on the left, the document repositories, and on the right, the data repositories. Just by means of the OIA, PMH, and the Dublin current points, we were just made the harvesting, which is just putting the input as in the semantic web enrichment, and after that, the linked that search engine. So just putting all together, now you are able to access the CIEMAT web page. Just go to the linked data link, which is there, and you can see this screen that is over there. So you select the language that you will search. You select one term, let's say, for example, cell. And if you just click on the submit query, you will find two ways of displaying the information. One of them is the results as a table, where you can see the information printed there. Or you can just click on the graph part, where you can see there is the different links from different resources, and where the semantic search engine has made the enrichment. Because now you are able to find new knowledge discovery, just related to authors, publishers, or subjects. This search can also be done in a sequential way or in parallel. Sequential is the one that I have already showed you, and in parallel means that you are able to search in two different main repositories. If you access the CIEMAT web page, you are able to do that on the CIEMAT repository that I have shown you, but also on the Engage platform, the government one that I presented before. And we have also incorporated this parallel capability in these two other initiatives, AG Infra and DCHRP. You will just search on the repositories that are already contained in their web page, but also in the CIEMAT one. These are a snapshot of these different parallel possibilities. And for example, if you use the CIEMAT parallel semantic search engine, you can see that there is two levels. One of them is devoted to CIEMAT, and the other one is devoted to Engage. So if you click on Engage, you will find the results about the repositories that are contained in this specific initiative. You are able to use also a programmable use of the semantic search engine by means of a RESTful API. You just simply click, you just write that link that is in the bottom part, where you only have to select the keyword that you are searching and the number of resources that you want to be, the number of resources that have to be displayed. So coming actions, we are planning to implement a tool for extracting data associated to open access data repositories, and the execution of the distributed jobs in the Science Gateway that will be presented by Professor Roberto Barbera this afternoon. And one of our major challenges is to make a demo on data accessibility, reproducibility, and trustworthiness. The main goal of that is that being based on the interoperability demo performed by CIEMAT in last September, where users were able to submit jobs to different infrastructures in a seamless way, create this cycle that is depicted over there, just to make this search engine, access the repositories, extract the data, the raw data, put it as an input in the Science Gateway, perform the execution, just a new simulation, retrieve the data back, and after that, just the new data that have been produced, the new results, store again with the metadata standards that have been promoted by the project. This is our main goal by now. We plan to produce a first prototype of this cycle at the end of January, and after that, just propose it to our collaborative project. So coming to my conclusions, CIEMAT has identified in a first phase several fields which are of interest in the different regions, and potential collaborations with initiatives and projects related to them have been already established and are being carried out. Other fields and groups are also of interest. So open access document repositories and data repositories managers and owners are welcome to contact us in order to increase the CIEMAT knowledge base visibility and include their repositories. It has been already done in Latin America and in Africa. And we are also very interested in getting your feedback about the use of the tools that I have presented you. Data developments have been carried out in the regions of interest to chain REDs, and now one of our main focuses is just devoted to the Middle East, as you have been able to see that we have a lot of work to do that. And the semantics engine and web enrichment are powerful tools to link data and retrieval information, as we plan to demonstrate with the DART challenge. And that's all. Thank you for your attention. I hope to have been brief.
Thank you, Rafa. Any question to Rafael? I'll take the opportunity to thank you, Rafael, for this quick presentation, and I invite our analysts to cooperate in connecting with data repositories in their countries. And now we break for 15 minutes, please. We are late a bit. So there's a break now for 15 minutes in the lobby, the same place like yesterday.